Hey, welcome to Throttle version 2.0. Actually, it's a version about 40, but whatever. What I've got is a box that I put an Arduino in. And the Arduino is connected up with an ArLoco shield, which connects up with LocoNet to the PR3. And the PR3 sends information to the Zephyr. Got a Zephyr here. And the Zephyr is sending information to the track, and I've got Loco 1000 on the track. It's a sound Loco, and what I'm going to do is shut down, restart. And what I'm going to do is use this mechanical box as a throttle, and it's similar to the proto throttle in that it's got all of the different functions actually on the throttle as different buttons and levers and such. So if I want to go forward and backward, that kind of stuff, I can do that. So what I'm going to do is start it up with the run button. The run button will start up my locomotive. And I've got a brake here with brakes 0, 1, 2, or 3 if I really need to hit it hard. 1 is kind of a service brake, 2 is the whole train, and 3 is emergency stop. I've got reverse and forward. I've got it set up right now so it throws 3 short horns if I put it in reverse while the speed is 0. I've got a notch, which allows me to go from idle, which is notch 1, notch 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8. Never gotten up to notch 8 because I've only got 3 foot of track here. I've got the horn and the short horn on a momentary, so I can pull it down and blast the horn for as long as I want, or I can do the short horn. I've also got levers for the bell to start it or to stop it. It's the same button, by the way, because I ran out of inputs. Lights I can turn on or off. I can dim the lights or not dim them. I can simulate a heavy load, which increases the time for it to move. And I can change it to what it thinks is an uphill climb. I've defined the uphill grade percent as 4% in this particular one. Or I can put it in downhill if my switch will work. Which it doesn't all the time, doesn't at all now. Anyway, just a bunch of switches I got on my junk box. So, and my run is on now because it started up my locomotive. I've turned it off. It turned off the loco. Or throttle it down. Let me start it up again. And let me run it. So I'm going to turn my lights on. Directions will be reverse first because I'm going that way. I'm going to put in a notch 2, turn the brakes off, and we'll start accelerating. 2.4, 3.6, 4.3. Now it's starting to move. That's on notch 2, which is the first notch above idle. So I run to notch 3. Accelerate up to 13 miles an hour. I don't want it that fast because I can't stop it at the end. In fact, I think I'll slow it down right now with brakes on 1, Brakes off. Brakes on 1. Now the brakes also apply the F11, which is a brake squeal. I don't have the brakes doing anything in the CVs. So I can put it on notch 3, throw it in forward. By the way, when it's braking, it doesn't use the transmission. It doesn't go forward or backward, it just brakes. So now with the brake on 1, even though I got it in forward with notch 3, it doesn't go anywhere. So as I turn the brakes off, oh, and you see the light is on. You can see that, right? Oh, you can't see it. Now you can see it. Lights on, lights off, lights on, lights off, lights on, lights dim, lights not dim. Anyway, so I've got it on notch 3. Brake is on 1. If I turn the brake off in forward, the lights are on forward. Brake is off. I've released the brake. It's accelerating. You can't see the panel over here, but I can see it's accelerating. I'm going to put it back on notch 2 because I don't need to accelerate that fast. It's running 11 miles an hour now. Too fast, so I'm going to slow it down a little bit. Take it down to about 9. Whoops, 6, sorry. With 6, it allows me to brake it with brake 1 in about 1.5 inches. Okay. Here we go. Now we're at the end of the track. Now if I put it in reverse, it'll blow the horn 3 times. I'll put it on notch 3. Brakes are on, so it won't go anywhere, but I'll put it in reverse. The horn will sound 3 times. Turn the bell on. Turn the brake off. It'll accelerate up to about 12 miles an hour on notch 3. The speed acceleration and the speed braking is all software controlled. I don't want it to go that fast, so I'm going to start braking it now, because I don't want it to run off the end of the track. That should be about it. Now put it back in neutral. Put it in notch 3. Put it in forward. Take the brake off. Turn the bell off. Turn notch 2. Brake a little bit. Take it down to about 6 miles an hour so I can creep in here as if I was switching. There's about 6 miles an hour. And at 6 miles an hour, if I put it on brake 1, it'll stop in about 1.5 inches. Well, maybe 1 inch. Okay, I'll put it back in neutral. Put it back in idle. Turn lights off. And kill the run switch. Thank you for watching. It's just a sim throttle using Digitrax, using a panel. In fact, let me show you the panel I've got. I built it using a simulated input, and then I've got a Python script running in the background that runs everything. So I've got inputs here that allows me to put data in as I start it. So I know kind of I can change it on the fly if I want to. Thanks.